Hello there everyone, welcome back to Ants Authority. Today we will discuss about the topic, do ants have heart attacks? In this video we will discuss about this topic in detail, so let's start the video. Ants cannot have heart attacks because they have an open circulatory system and there is no risk of blockage of arteries. In addition, the absence of red blood cells in the hemolymph and the direct bathing of tissues helps avoid a shortage of oxygen to the muscles. It is interesting to know that ants are not prone to heart failure or loss of cardiac muscle functioning because they have a simpler mechanism of pumping blood in their body. They have a small heart. It is not common in animals in addition to insects, as they can only get coronary disease, but cardiac muscle failure is not observed. However, some pet birds and animals can have mild attacks. There is no risk of a heart attack in the tiny ants as their bodies lack a four-chambered structure, lungs and red blood cells that are usually responsible for the blockage. Ants do not have a closed circulatory system based on blood vessels like arteries and veins carrying blood separately. There is only one blood vessel carrying blood from the brain to the abdomen. These insects have only one larger dorsal vessel instead of a network of tubes, as there is no space for separate tubes in the small area. Moreover, they do not have chambered hearts like higher animals because their growth period is shorter than others. Eggs can become adult insects in a few days, having less time for development. There is less time for such advanced developments. Their internal organs are simpler, like the digestive system. In addition, they have a smaller two-chambered structure at the end of the aorta. This structure contains ostia or valves to control the flow of blood as they contract to release the blood and expand when it gets filled with blood. In addition, they have a lesser risk of artery blockage because it is wider and maintains efficient blood flow within the body. The situation could get worse if they have a network of tiny blood vessels that block blood flow to the blood purifying organ and lead to the unavailability of nutrients and blood to the cells. They do not have complex lungs for breathing purposes like other living organisms, as their internal systems are simple and contain tiny holes all over the body. Spiracles or breathing holes in their body help transfer oxygen to the body parts. However, there is no particular organ that controls oxygen transport and reduces the risk of heart attacks. Moreover, the tracheal tubes pass oxygen molecules through breathing holes to internal fluid or hemolymph in the dorsal aorta, which is responsible for bathing body tissues. The hemolymph transfers nutrients and oxygen to different body parts when it flows between the head region and abdomen and provides energy to cells. Its heart cannot stop working due to a deficiency of oxygen if they have arteries because oxygen comes inside the body directly from the external environment through multiple holes. One of the prominent reasons for no risk of a heart attack in ants is the absence of red blood cells because these cells constitute a significant proportion of animal blood. These cells carry oxygen from breathing organs or lungs to different body parts. In addition, they can also transfer carbon dioxide molecules to the lungs for exhalation. Usually, red blood cells cannot reach the pumping organ and affect muscle functioning when there is a large clot in the dorsal duct, restricting the smooth flow of blood to blood pumping organs. Organ muscles can get damaged or destroyed if they do not get sufficient oxygen or proper blood flow to maintain their activity. So the absence of red blood cells means no oxygen transporting cells can get blocked due to clotting in the ducts. Instead, the blood receives oxygen directly from spiracles and reaches the heart. Ants do not possess a complex structure like a heart as their circulatory system is open, which contains no blood vessels and hemolymph flows in the dorsal duct. It avoids the risk of attacks that can occur when the cardiac muscles cannot get enough oxygen to keep their cells in working condition. However, they can feel physical discomfort and stress when the tracheal openings that bring oxygen inside the body get blocked. It feels like a heart attack, but its effect is not abrupt and severe, as they can survive without oxygen for a long and even close the tracheal openings by themselves when they have the risk of flooding. Thanks for watching the video.